All right, you guys. So before we dive into ads, before we really sink our teeth into Facebook, we need to know about the community standards. Now, the community standards, you should just consider the Bible of Facebook. They tell you everything you can do on Facebook and everything you can't do on Facebook. The reason I like to go over this section is because it's not an easy read for Facebook and the community standards. So I like to really go over this in detail and really point out some really important parts. So anytime you want to know or familiarize yourself with the community standards, which I recommend anybody running Facebook ads do, just type in Facebook community standards. You'll see the link. It will take you here. So you can see we have our introduction. There is 6 sections of it with additional information. So violence and criminal behavior really just is self-explanatory, and you can really just go into each section of it. But here, if you do hit push more, click on read more, it's going to tell you exactly what not to post, what's considered violence, so statements of intent to commit high severity or violence, calls for high severity of violence, statements for advocating high severity violence, or aspiring or conditional statements to commit violence. So that's really the best way for you to familiarize yourself with the community standards, because it will even go in and tell you what you cannot post. Content that puts any protected classes at risk, content that puts women at risk, content that threats people against a crime. A lot of this, guys, is really self-explanatory. I don't think anybody that's buying my course is out there to do any harm, so this isn't necessarily a section that we really need to cover in great detail. Fraudulent deceptions, though, is one that I definitely want to make sure that you guys take a look at. If you're a network marketer, if you're an affiliate marketer, a lot of these will fall here under your fraudulent and deception. So Facebook tells you, do not post content that promotes, encourages, facilitates any of the following: offering, eliciting, trade of goods, properties purchased, future exam papers, educational professional certificates, fake user reviews, that's a huge one. Fake or manipulated documents, fake or counterfeit currency, offering or selling personal identifiable information, recruitment of workforces. And then it says any other form of deception aimed at depriving people of money or property, such as confidence schemes, romance, military, or pyramid schemes. So Facebook does feel like network marketing is a pyramid scheme. So if they know that you're part of a network marketing group or company, you will not be able to run ads. If you are with a network marketing group or company, or you are an affiliate marketer, I recommend you brand yourself, not your product. So also the community standards, bribery, embezzlement, laundered goods. So into section 4 is regulated goods. There's your typical stuff. If you're a firearms, there's not guns, medical or drugs, alcohol and tobacco, endangered species, weight loss products. That's another one where if you're a network marketer, you will get hit on that. But it does even break it down for you further. So those are just some things that I feel like you need to make sure that you're familiarizing yourself with, right? Integrity and authenticity. That's a huge one that I feel like everybody needs to read, and especially in the spam and inauthentic behavior section. So if we just open those up right now and we go to spam, it's going to tell you what Facebook considers spam. So offering false or non-existent services, cloaking, which means that you're presenting different content to Facebook users. So let's say if you're running an ad and your URL says that you're dropping them off at facebookadsplus.com, but then it really pushes to a clickbait that is get all the clicks now, right? That's considered cloaking. Misleading content, deceptive pop-up websites, like or share gating. This is a huge one. The like and share gating. There are different extensions out there that you can have that you put into your computer that will automatically like or comment for you. Those are highly against Facebook community standards. So deceptive landing page functionality, that's one that we talked about already previously. So That's spam. And then inauthentic behavior is one that they've actually just really focused in on. So using multiple Facebook accounts or shared accounts between people, concealing a page purpose by misleading others, engaging in inauthentic behavior, which is defined as the use of Facebook or Instagram to mislead people about the identity, purpose, or origin of an entity, about the popularity of a Facebook or Instagram content or assets. So if you're using an extension to get more comments on your posts, that's against Facebook community standards, and you're at risk of having your account shut down. So guys, definitely familiarize yourself with the community standards. I cannot express it enough. This is the Bible of Facebook. There's 6 sections here, but those 6 sections actually break up into 64 sections. So there's really a lot here to cover, but it's always good just to read it so you're familiarized with it. And then also, if you have any questions about it, don't hesitate to reach out to me. A lot of this stuff is hard to read because it is broke into legal formalities. I actually worked at Facebook, so I can help you break those down and help communicate exactly what those are saying for you. So that's the community standards in a nutshell, not a whole lot. But what I also want you guys to be aware of is the Facebook transparency report. Now, Facebook releases a transparency report every quarter, and it basically tells you what Facebook is focusing on for violations, what violations were reinstated, all these different things. So of course they start with your community standards and intellectual property. If you haven't read over the intellectual property, that's definitely a good one too. How to use copyright, trademark, what's considered counterfeit. Now, Facebook also shows each month or each quarter what they've noticed and what they've taken action on. So here is where they took action on copyright, where they took action on trademark, and where they took action on counterfeit products. And you can even see the same for the Instagram platform. What I really love about the transparency report is that it shows that through everything, right? So enforcement of our standards, community enforcement report, right? So that's basically when you're in violation of the community standards, let's say maybe for spam, you can read the standards on spam and then look at what action was taken and what action they reinstated, what action they plan to take in the future. So definitely familiarize yourself with the Facebook transparency report as well. It gives you such great information of what they're going to be taking action on, what you can expect for them to really be focusing in on. That's all I have for you guys from community standards standpoint. I will make sure that I have both of these links for you to download and read through and go through yourself and your own time. But guys, I can't stress this enough. Familiarize yourself with the community standards of Facebook. It is your Facebook Bible. That's all I have for you guys today. Love ya.